people or bear, I don't care. It's quite a rough ride, just like life. But I'm kind of patient, cause only time will tell. It's gonna go up, so you better stay calm. Grow your coins, you gotta grow your coins. Grow your coins, grow your coins. Grow your coins, you gotta grow your coins. Grow your coins, grow your coins. Grow your coins, you gotta grow your coins. Grow your coins, grow your coins.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome. I am the Crypto Crow. It is about 3:20 p.m. Eastern time, and I'm not going to make this a long video because I have to go pick up my daughter here from school. But I'm very proud of something I'm about to show you, and I've got some pretty interesting news that I want to share as well related to Cardano. There's a lot of stuff coming out about Cardano, but there's also a lot of narratives and things. And well, you know what? I just finished a tool that's going to help debunk a lot of bullshit in crypto, and I'm super pumped about it. I'm going to show it to you here in just a second. Let's just say Crow Score is back, and it's going to be a real thing. But first, we're going to touch on some of the news. Also, just to let you guys know, there's only one day and 8 hours left to enroll and to win a free website by yours truly through dirtyleopard.com. Link is in the description below. I suggest you check it out. As long as your website scores a 70 or under in the free SEO audit, then you're eligible to win. And I'm going to be doing that drawing in a day. So on Valentine's Day, I'm going to reward somebody a new website, and then I'm going to get to work cranking it out, and I'm going to announce it to everybody. So I've got like 44 folks who have enrolled so far. So that's pretty good. And I'm hoping that even if they don't win, maybe some of them actually buy a website. So we'll see. And if I end up selling a few websites from the whole campaign, then I'm probably going to do something like this maybe every few months. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe depending on what the holiday is. All right, now, first thing I want to touch on is Cardano's news, because this is actually pretty cool. New Cardano deal opens a path to $80 billion in omni-chain assets, but liquidity still isn't guaranteed, but that's okay. It's another step in the right direction. Charles has been like tearing it with interviews, and I'm seeing all of these clips from the Japan tour and everything else, and it's just like, man, there's some big shit coming this month, and I'm definitely going to be diving into covering a lot. Cardano is aggressively expanding the types of tokens that it can operate on its network and raise the ceiling for its decentralized finance ecosystem over the next 12 to 18 months. On February 12th, the Charles Hoskinson-led blockchain announced it would integrate with LayerZero, a widely used cross-chain messaging system. This move represents the single largest interoperability unlock in Cardano's history, as LayerZero connects over 160 blockchains and has facilitated more than $200 billion in cross-chain volume. That's huge. A pipeline into 400 tokens and $80 billion in omni-chain assets. LayerZero's core value proposition is its chain-agnostic messaging layer. This means that applications can send and receive messages between endpoints regardless of the execution model on the underlying chains. I'd say that sounds pretty daggone good. And it's just one thing. It's just like one of the many things happening. I'm pretty sure I got a notification, and I don't remember where it came from, but I got a notification letting me know that Midnight's mainnet launch is about to happen. Like, everybody's gearing up their nodes and things. So something big is coming. And I know that Charles has been talking about some announcements coming this month as well. I mean, we already know that Midnight's launching soon, but is it happening in the next week or two? Like, I'm not sure, but this is going to be insane if it does. I'm super pumped about it. I know that. For Cardano, this enables direct access to major blockchain ecosystems, including Ethereum, Solana, Base, Arbitrum, BNB Chain, Sui, and more than 140 others, without changing its underlying model. This is going to be a really big deal, folks. I really do believe that's going to be huge. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I don't care that Cardano's down, and I'm going to show you something else that you're going to look at it and you're going to be like, oh, that's not good, but it's fine. I'm going to show you some cool stuff, folks. This is what I have to show you real quick. This is crowscore.com, and it is now. I just made it live. I just published it. And this is going to be, well, it already is. I'm convinced. This is the deepest, this is the most expansive deep dive research application on the interwebs as it relates to blockchain assets. First thing I want to point out, I've got this running through multiple APIs that are pulling data in such a cool way. But there are three different options. There's a free option, a $15 a month option, and a $25 a month option. Each one has limits based on how many report updates you can get and or how many you can add. Right now, I've got 50 assets in this. This can grow exponentially over time, and they'll all be added. And it's a very simple thing to do. But this is going to go into the methodology as to how the assets are ranked. There's basically 6 main categories with 30 different metrics within. They're all ranked with a specific rubric associated with each one. It's an insane system. You got to check it out. And this is the blog. This is going to be updated every week. And I'm going to try and run through all this very quickly so that you guys can see it, and then you can go check it out for yourselves. But these articles are going to be, these are not quick reads, okay? These are going to be major weekly updates on everything important in the blockchain space for that week, okay? So keep that in mind. Like, this is the type of thing where you're going to sit down with your cup of coffee and you're going to read through everything, and you're going to know everything going on in the crypto sphere, regulation, ETFs, Bitcoin's pricing model, where it's at in a Wyckoff pattern, what's likely coming next over the next week, et cetera, et cetera. These are going to be available to read for free for as long as you're a registered user, basically, is what it boils down to. And you're going to get these emailed to you. Now, I'm going to log in, and I'm going to show you the insides of this. So here we go. Now, this is my dashboard as a Crow Score user. You're going to see this is going to have the latest blog updates. So every week, they're going to be the top 5 most recent in the latest news. Okay. Up here is my little watch list. And then here, you're going to be able to search tokens. In this area, you're going to be able to add tokens to this list. All of them are going to have an initial metric score based on all of the data that it's all been programmed to rank these assets with. You're going to notice that Cardano down here it's got a Crow score 74, which isn't great. Okay, especially when you got Solana all the way up here with an 82. Kind of makes me want to vomit, but this is not a biased system, okay? Just so that everybody knows, like, I'm not doing anything to, oh, well, I really like this token, like on a personal level or an emotional level, so I'm going to make it rank higher than something I can't stand. It is what it is, and it's a lot of this stuff is based on chain. It's based on a lot of different things. Now, out of curiosity, there are a lot of, so we all know that there are narratives related to Solana and there are narratives related to Cardano, right? And there are narratives related to a lot of the major assets in the blockchain space. And so I wanted to create a way to either offset a lot of the BS or validate it. So this is what it looks like when you click on an asset, okay? You're going to have access to all the different metrics associated with each category. It's going to show you the data for each one and then how that score is established. Then you're going to get the average score of those, which in this case, Solana is ranked one of the highest, okay, with an 82. It is what it is. This is a chart that shows you all of the back data, like where it's been ranking over the last 30 days, because these fluctuate. These scores change based on what changes on chain. Now, here you've got a summary, okay? Here you have risk analysis. What are some of the issues that might be causing this to either underperform or overperform? Like what's going on with it? Medium, high inflation rate. Right off the bat, it called it out. Solana's current inflation rate starts at 8% and decreases by 15% annually until it reaches 1.5%, which exerts continuous sell pressure on the token. With an FDV ratio of 0.78, there is still a significant amount of supply yet to enter the market, potentially diluting existing holders if demand growth does not outpace issuance, etc. Another high is network stability history. Obviously, we know that it's had a lot of issues coming down, right? Crashing and things. Now, here's the kicker. This is a use. So like if somebody either wants to update this or an asset that they're looking at doesn't have this report, you can run it. And this is going to blow your mind because this is the real kit and caboodle right here. So now I haven't looked at, I made a bunch of updates before I published. Let's hope it's still here. Okay, here it is. Look at all of this beautiful stuff. Look, so I'm going to tell you what all of this is. Okay. And I can open and close these tabs. Conviction rate of a 6 out of 10, the bull case, base case, bear case, key risks, key catalysts, basically everything you want to fucking know about every asset and blockchain is going to be right here at CrowScore in a way that educates you on what it means, where it comes from, what was the claim, was it validated on chain or was it bullshit? So 50, okay, how true are the claims currently? So these are a lot of the claims that through deep dive research, it's pulled these claims off of Reddit, off of X, off of all these different platforms. And then it looks on chain and it looks at the data and says, this one's accurate. This is probably not accurate. This is just, there's no data to support it. Okay. Because I want to get rid of all of the bullshit in crypto, man. That's a big part of what causes these assets to perform or underperform. It's the narratives. Okay. So I'm sick of the narratives. So CrowScore is going to really help with debunking a lot of the bullshit out there. 50 transactions per second at mainnet beta. Source date. This is March of 2020. This is partially true. Historical claims. Current network operates below this theoretical max. No search results confirm current TPS, but on-chain data shows 900 million transactions in 30 days, 347,000 a day on average, suggesting sustained throughput far below 50,000 transactions per second peak claims. So, and I haven't gone through and read through all of this, but I'm curious to find out if it in fact pulls the on-chain data that shows where these transactions are coming from. I'm going to be fine-tuning a lot of this data, but ultimately, Sol dipped below $70 for the first time since December 2023. This was a claim this month in 2026. Verified as true. Confirmed. Sol has recovered sharply from recent lows. Traders remain skeptical, plunging to an intraday low of $67.31, a level not seen since December of 2023. This is a truth meter. This is a deep dive research tool. This is basically anything you really want to know about a blockchain, all the different claims, its growth. The way I structured this is I wanted to front load all of the claims made across social media. I wanted to add a way to verify it, debunk it, or whatever. Then I wanted to find out, okay, let's say that this one claim was kind of true. What's being done since that claim was made to remedy whatever that claim was about? And so it goes into this chain trajectory over time, significantly improved. Chronological narratives, it gives you the narratives, gives you the data, and it ultimately gives you a breakdown, bull case, base case, bear case, all the key risks, things to watch for, and then it gives you citations for everything, like where a lot of this stuff is coming from. You can run this on any asset out there, and I do believe, and when you run it, because I'm going to run one next. Let me see, how much time do I have? Okay. So you can see these are the base metrics for Cardano, and that's all fine and dandy. But I want to go down here. Oh, I've reached my monthly report limit. I need to change it because I'm running a free account on this. So basically, as a free user, right, you can run one of those complete deep dive reports. I pay for it. if you want more than that, and that's just me trying to be like, hey, I'm not trying to be greedy, but when somebody runs one of those, it costs me money. But it also then populates for everyone else. So as people are joining and signing up, this is kind of a community driven platform because the data remains. So, if everybody is, everybody that signs up, maybe you've got 10 reports that you can run or 10 updates to an asset. Well, once you've updated it using one of your credits for the month, it's updated for everyone else. So, you're going to see some are updated more often than others, depending on how much interest there is in that asset. But you can also you can use one of your credits for the month to add a token. Like, I want to know more about this token. I just heard about this, or maybe whatever. And I'm always open to feedback. But I am so pumped about this. I'm sweating right now talking about it because there is nothing like this out there. And this is exactly what I've been trying to build for years now. And it's finally here. So check it out in the links down below. It's crowscore.com. If for whatever reason you have any issues or there's a feature or something that you'd like to see, just message me on Telegram. Just go into my Telegram group. You can message me there and post your questions and things. But yeah, man, I'm like super jacked. I'm super proud of this. You can create your watch list so that you can have a list of all of the assets that you want to keep tabs on. And you'll get notifications when like your favorite assets crow scores change. Like this Cardano's crow score recently increased. Well, that was a thing because I hadn't run it yet. Everything was a baseline of 50 across the board. So then when I ran the reports, it went up to 74 and I got a notification letting me it increased. And you can change when you're notified, right? So you could say, well, I only want to be notified if it goes up or down 5 points. So like there are systems in here where you can change that. So I'm curious what you guys think about that, because I know that the market is down and everybody's like, screw crypto. I don't care right now. I don't have the money. Everything's probably going to go down lower. Like, we all have our sentiment, and I'm going to be diving into that at some point in a new video. But ultimately, if there's a question you have about a blockchain or you saw something on the internet and you're like, I don't think that's true, you'll probably be able to discover the truth of it based on real deep dive research. Man, I'm building some banger shit right now, and I'm super jacked. I've been experimenting with a lot of new technologies recently, and it's just like, man, I feel like every week or two something new pops up, grabs my attention, and yeah, man, it's like I'm becoming so much more capable of achieving so many more things that, back in the day, man, I'd have had to pay somebody tens of thousands of dollars to do, which is ultimately why I launched dirtyleopard.com, so that I can start building websites for people that maybe you couldn't afford $25,000 to build a platform. You can probably afford $5,000 for someone like me to build that platform for you. And it's just a way that like these technologies are empowering me to do for other people today what I wish could have been done for me a hell of a long time ago. So yeah, man, that's it. That's all I got to say today. I just wanted to come live. I wanted to cover the cool Cardano news. I wanted to show off Crow Score a bit. And yeah, that's pretty much it right now. Let's see. Hi Crow. Midnight is launching by the end of March. That's cool. Okay. Greetings from Cleveland. What's going on? That's my cousin in the chat. What's going on? I hope everything's going well. Gotta roll. Love the Crow crew. Be safe and crow your coins. Thank you very much. Thoughts on the Coinbase outage? I've been grinding. I haven't seen anything. I saw the article that popped up about Cardano and the 80 billion and all of that. I haven't seen anything else. I've been just like just grinding away, building. I wanted to get Crow Score built and up and done. It's in a beta now. I want to make sure that everything works. I'm going to get some people from my Telegram group to kind of help beta test it a little bit, make sure everything runs. I've tested everything. Everything should work fine. But you never know. Random shit happens. So hopefully, you guys are using it and you love it. And hopefully more and more people start catching word and start adding to their watch list and learning more about their assets. And honestly, just debunking all the bullshit on the internet about a lot of this stuff, because a lot of it is garbage. But I got to go get my daughter from school. So I will see you guys soon. Thanks for joining me. Crow your coins, and I'll see you soon.
If it's bull or bear, I don't care. It's quite a rough ride, just like life. But I'm kind of patient, 'cause only time will tell. It's gonna go up, so you better stay calm.